Shooting suppressed is great. I featured it before. There is the added hassle of having to get your stamp, your tax stamp, that makes it legal for you to actually buy one. They're working on that. There's an act in Congress now called the Hearing Preservation Act, I think, for people who want to shoot a lot and want to preserve their hearing. And so there's also the added expense of the suppressor itself, which sometimes can double the cost of whatever gun you're shooting. There's one other aspect I really haven't touched on. You can't just screw any suppressor onto any gun. You have to also get what's called a threaded barrel, and you've got to get one specifically made for your gun. This is my Springfield XPS 45 caliber, and I had to order a special barrel threaded to go into this gun so that I can use my suppressor. There really isn't much to changing out the barrels. It's as simple taking out the spring, removing the old barrel, placing the new barrel in place, and most of them come with a thread protector because the threads on this barrel are very, very fine and you don't want to get them screwed up. You put your spring back in and you're ready to go. Aha, look at that. It sticks out a little more. Now for me, that looks pretty cool. But there's another disadvantage. If you're carrying this in a holster, you're going to have that holster modified or get a new holster so that it'll fit properly. And if that's a carry holster, that's a whole new set of holsters that you're talking about. But if you're willing to put up with that and take your shooting to the next level, it's fine. Now we can safely screw on our suppressor and take this thing out to the range. Now here's the other thing about suppressors. You take them to the indoor range and you're going to find, hey, wait a minute, that's not as quiet as I thought it was going to be, because the noise of the round actually hitting the backstop makes almost as much noise as the gun itself. So that's why I like to go and shoot my suppressor outside. Looks very James Bond-like, doesn't it? That last shot, I hit the post. But not too bad. And by the way, I can still hear too.